you, Ron. We'll talk later about the age comment. Welcome to all of you. This is such a special time of year. We just had our honors convocation for recognizing the achievements of our students and faculty awards. We have our presentations coming up for our different master's degree students, their presentations of their projects and their end of semester and end of project work that's always so exciting and makes everyone proud. And certainly this weekend with the National Alumni Banquet, which I just said to Michael, our Vice President for Advancement, probably has to be the greatest event of the year. I mean, this is a spectacular event where everything about Marquette is truly celebrated and given the honor and goodness that it deserves. So, a special time. Jim, Shelley, and Corrine, your accomplishments serve as shining examples from what can result from being a mentor and an example as an alum of Marquette University. All three of you are alums of Marquette. Ron mentioned our pillars of Marquette: faith, excellence, leadership, and service, and I would add the core values of the College of Professional Studies, and each one of you embodies this so truly and deeply. Ethical leadership, civic engagement, and social responsibility. So think of those words and what they mean, and all of you embody them so well. We'll hear about each of them in just a moment, but I do want to recognize the fact that we have a number of former award winners. So I believe we have here, don't stand yet, Mike Bolter is here, Aisha Domino Brown is here, Frank Horning, Ernell Lucas, Karen Stiles. I thought I saw Karen Bernal sneak in and give my wife a hug. And of course, Ron Smith. So if you would all stand, please, and we can recognize you for your achievements. Prior to celebrating these great moments and events, we've had the pleasure and distinct honor of having our most recent president named as Marquette University. And Dr. Michael Lovell, who all of us are excited to welcome, brings, I think, a rich vision of the city and of our community and those three core values I just talked about to who we are at Marquette. So I can tell you that every one of us is very excited about marching into a new era, turning a new chapter, starting, I think, a whole new way of being Marquette in the community here. So we're excited about that. He will officially resume his role, or assume his role, on August 1st. In the meantime, he's been here on campus, he's showing up for things. He's actually going to show up at our future Milwaukee graduation on May 12th for a meet and greet. He will be here in numerous ways working with our deans and our vice presidents over the summer. And of course, he just hired our new men's basketball coach, which was also an important piece of the Marquette puzzle. So our Duke, the former Duke associate, Steve Wojciechowski, I got it right. So Dr. Lovell is certainly aware of our strategic plan here at the university. We call it Beyond Boundaries. And the 6 themes, I think, have energized all of us, and we look forward to working with him and with our college with him in moving those key strategies and themes forward. It's an exciting time. As for the college, in just a few weeks, we will be having the largest graduating class in the history of our college, which is very special. Students, even as we speak, are finishing their projects and moving out into the community and making a difference just by the sheer impact of what they're doing with their academic work. Our outreach to the Milwaukee community continues unabated through this college. Small though we are very involved in this community, and a number of you on my college advisory council are here and know that well, of how networked we are in the community. So let's get on to our awards. Enough about all these other things that are going on. So, the first 2014 College of Professional Studies Award recognizes an alum who contributes to the transformation of their profession their community, and themselves. And this year's Spirit of the College Award recipient is our 2003 alumnus, Jim Milner. Now, I have a few words to say. It is so fitting, really, that Jim receives this award. He himself, and I know this from many conversations over the year, is committed to his own self-improvement and true lifelong learning. He is an ambassador for lifelong learning, something that you credit to your Marquette experience. After graduating from our college in 2003, Jim went on to earn his MBA and has earned more than 20 certifications along the way for his professional development. Jim is co-founder, president, and CEO of Urban Strategies and the founding principal of the Sector Management Consulting Group. He is an active community leader. Practically everyone in this room must know that by now. Serving on several boards, you are part of our Rotary Club at Milwaukee board, very involved with Rotary, the Milwaukee Area Technical College Foundation, the African American Chamber of Commerce, and Feeding America of Eastern Wisconsin. You are deeply passionate about both business and our community development, without a doubt. Also, very importantly, Jim was the very first College of Professional Studies alumni representative on our National Alumni Board. You've been a champion, an advocate, and an untiring ambassador for the great work of this little college. Jim has shared that his lifelong and his long-term goal is to be the world's, quote, world's most influential strategic leadership and business intelligence coach ever. I'm going to enjoy watching you achieve this. So, please, everyone, join me in welcoming and honoring Jim Milner.
So Dean Dill, Father Class, Ron, so good to see you, Ron, it really is. Students of College of Professional Studies and faculty, thank you so much for this. I was just wondering, is it all right if I just speak from my heart? Is it okay? Just wave your hand once if it's okay. You see, this award is very special for a couple of reasons. You may or may not agree that the spirit will be forever, but things will perish. And I've come to understand this in a number of ways in my 59 years of being around. But more specifically, I remember it because of a very dearing day, and it was the day that my mother died. She left me with a challenge. You know, as she closed her eyes for the last time, she said to me, James, whatever you do, be happy. And I was trying to say, Mother, what does that mean? But she was gone. That was in 1984. So for 14 years, I was on the search for happiness. So I studied for business, went to work for the state. I even tried to find happiness in other people. It wasn't there. And I knew that I needed more. But one day I walked into an office of a mentor and a friend. And he reinforced what I now understand my mother was really trying to convey to me. He told me to be happy, you have to be daring. Happiness is fulfillment. And when you discover your passion, you will realize your happiness. That's what he said. And then he asked me a question. He said, what is the one thing that brings you the most satisfaction? And I thought about that for a moment. And then I said, learning. And then he said, dare to learn. So I came to Marquette University on a dare. You see, because I didn't think I belonged. I didn't look like the people that were here. I didn't think I was smart enough to be a part of them. But I walked into the class, and I remember the professor saying, "Welcome to Marquette University College of Professional Studies. I want you to know that no longer will you have to take for face value what someone tells you. When you're done with this program, you will be able to complete your work in a scholarly fashion. You will be able to draw your own conclusions, and you will be able to share your discoveries in your own voice." So wait a minute, folks. I kind of looked around the room and I said, "Was she talking to me?" Maybe I should go tell her she wasn't supposed to tell me that. But I took it to heart because I knew that that was going to be the transformational change that would change the rest of my life. So, Dean Deal, you told me and a class full of people that day that this institution was going to interrupt our lives. Well, sir, it did. I came to this university on a dare and an idea, but I walked away with choices. Today I have choices. So I want to thank you for that. So please just allow me just one more moment. I'm not going to, Gio, don't panic. I'm almost done. I want to say thank you to my mother for instilling in me one of the most valuable leadership qualities, the skill of vision, being able to see and search for my happiness. I want to thank my father. My stepfather is here today. Give him a round of applause, Robert Milner. For 40 years, he worked in a foundry to take care, to make sure that I could be here and have this conversation with you today. And I want you to know that I appreciate that from you. He's 82 years old right now. And I want to say thank you to Karen Gosler. You know, this September, it'll be 18 years that we've been together. But in January of this year, it's 11 years that we've been in business together, right here in downtown Milwaukee. If it wasn't for her, it would be difficult for me to stand on the stage. Thank you, Karen. And to my friend Ben Johnson. Man, I just want to say thank you for being there in those darkest times, being able to have conversations in a very meaningful way that kept me uplifted. And finally, folks, I need to be honest with you here. This whole Marquette experience, I really did this for one person, for my son, Tony. See, what I thought was, if I did it, then he would do more than what I did. So I kept wanting to be excellent. So when I knew that excellence was a part of the mission, I said, I'm going to be excellent because I want my son to see. So Tony, I did this for you, and I'm proud of you and your significant other, Janine. And they're here today. But more importantly, I'm proud of my grandson and my granddaughter, Jordan and Tony. And this is what I asked of my grandkids. Would you do me one favor? Let's continue this dream to learn and never stop learning. Thank you.